in their favor this time around. Zelchi also gets count taken out by Genforce. RRQ still got a bit of fight in him, but Tiamba looking for the re-engage. That's a massive third party. And while all of this is happening, Weibo still struggling to make it out. You can see on the minimap in red on the right side, they're still stuck in those main buildings of Primorsk. They want a third party, but Milu is just already on the outskirts of the circle. He's really making sure that while Eagle and QZZ are fighting near that tower, they don't get backstabbed by Weibo. What a beautiful setup from the Chinese team. Oh, the boat defense. Oh, that's huge. He sets up a wall with the boat. Oh, I love that. That is great.
Hey, sometimes it's good. Hey, boats do end up on land, and that is the time to do it, right? To make sure that you get a little bit of extra coverage there on the beach. Beautifully played. And not to mention, look at Tianba, right? Tianba, 5 points on the board. This squad is just putting up consistent points no matter what.
They are. Every time it's Tianba o'clock. By the way, it's really cool. The boats, you can't shoot under the boat. Sorry, I'm a big fan of that play. No, I'm talking about it too much. It's really cool. It's so cool. Just putting that boat on the beach. Don't have to pop any wheels.
Beach boat.
It's a very safe position. The beach boat.
The beach
As
boat.
Bay stranded here. Sole survivor of WBG. Can Weibo maybe clutch up a few eliminations on Nongshim? I don't think so, because look at XZY. Sure, he's very close to them, but he's not over peaking. He's not overconfident. He is respectful of what Weibo can do and what they can deliver in these situations. So they're just holding the ridgelines. This is not Nongshim being scared. This is Nongshim respecting the competition, knowing that a slight mistake could get instantly punished. So let's quickly regroup. Fight back onto Tizzy and company, and they still maintain position on that mountaintop. I'm loving the way Nongshim are playing this match, and currently in 10th position. One big game, they could be closing up with the top 5.
Yeah, this needs to be it right here, because we're seeing, I mean, you want to win this tournament, and Tianba are running away with it at this point, so you need to catch up sooner than later. And you can see Hyunbin just looking to try to soak up some of these eliminations. Milu is going to catch Bay. That's another elimination for the side of Tianba. Yeah, no one's stealing that one. As the zone is going to close, are we going to see another wild shift to start things off here? Let's see.
That blue zone's going to take R2 on phase 5. No amount of meds can really help you unless you got like 20 med kits. You might be able to get some placement points, but it's still top 12. You need to see if you can reach top 8. Circle finally. The mountain of Nongshim Red Force is not going to be in play anymore, so they've got to start thinking about what their next move the crosser angle is going to be, as most of the beaches actually is going to be taken out, especially the little bay area of Al Ula is not in zone anymore. So that boat we saw earlier, it was a great play, but it's not going to be rewarded by the play zone. And Weibo, final few bandages. He's got 10 bandages, and that's still not going to be enough. Weibo, that is a massive L. No placement points for their trouble. Same for KRX, swept under the rug and by the boys of KRX.
Man, I love what E-Arena did earlier. We saw one of the players, it was Mormon. He took these blues very, very early on in a 3-1 split. The zone hard shifted here, and the rest of E-Arena just followed their teammates. Now we see Nongshim Red Force pushing onto D plus Kia. D plus Kia in a very, very tough spot here. The vehicles are driving in and just pressuring D plus, taking them out one by one. That is them done and dusted. It is just Nobu all by himself in a shack.
I kind of get the idea, too, that they kept Tizzy on the back angle just to make sure they can assist from a distance, but that's like a 200, 300 meter split. I really feel like that was maybe a little bit overzealous from them, but so far they are still alive as a 3-man. So you know what, maybe I'm a little bit hypercritical, but it was definitely working out versus D plus Kia down to just Nolbu on their side, actually. But Tianba, they'll need to finally leave this Harry Potter tower. That easy rotation with the vehicle. If they can find a knock onto Nongshim, actually that would be an easy engage for them. We get the damage force and then right back into hiding behind the smokes. One player has been knocked. So you know what, Tianba would say this might be your time to go for the push.
Yeah, I was going to ask you think Tianba's going to be able to make it out of this circle? It doesn't look likely. They are in big trouble here because they got Furia locking eyes with them. Nongshim Red Force is going to be keeping tabs there as well. So yeah, Tianba doing great so far, but they got a new vehicle. They're on the move. No shots onto them so far. Actually, now they're starting to get shot up. Let's see if they can make things happen there. One of their players does go down. QZZ driving on up. He gets taken out as well.
Oh, no ammo.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's it. Tianba eliminated.
That is the win. We'll also get So Easy back up, and Tizzy's there too. So yeah, I really thought this was not going to work, but it feels like everything is just kind of falling right into place for Nongshim Red Force. Tiamba, I mean, when you have all your players in one vehicle, it really goes to show they were just desperate, out of options. Nothing was going to work out for them. And Nongshim just able to get it. It was getting close too because he was literally had no more ammo in his main magazine for his AI. He had to swap over to the DBS, but he didn't have to shoot a single pellet there. Still able to get himself the win. 7 eliminations for Nongshim. And we've been seeing throughout the entirety of this game, they've just been climbing and climbing throughout those rankings. Now 47, just shy of maybe a spot in the top 5. If they can convert into an actual chicken dinner, which is doable with this circle, maybe we'll see South Korea towards the very top of the rankings, which we would love to see happen for this roster.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity for everybody to try to catch up to Tiamba as well. There's still quite a few squads here. Influence Rage are going to have the north side. They have 45 points. A win here could put them into top 2 easily. Let's see what they could do with that. Arena still have a full squad as well. The next zone does pop. It looks like it's going to be dead center. So finally, a normal circle shift. S2G, meanwhile, they did great on the first Aaron Gale yesterday. Going to try to repeat that, but it's going to be tough. They are down a player. Soul K's gone. Oh, Kami looking to get up in their action, but gets shot in the drive-by. Influence Rage dominating here on the position.
Fantastic drive-by, and now they're behind that shed. I would say just play behind the shed and go for the nades if you can, Influence Rage. This is a very nadeable position. 1 nade available for Noranzin, and also 1 Molotov. 1 Molotov just to deny the shed completely would be huge. Federal, not able to hit it. That second nade, slightly too short. Not able to get any damage through that door frame.
Bye-bye.
Come on, 1 nade is going to be good. They do get lost. MCG pushed out right into the Molotov. That is how you do it. The Influence Rage way has been amazing so far. They've got to be careful. Fury is looking to push up, but without losing a single member, Hot Jukes, they're ready for round number 2, and they win it once again.
Yes, they are. This is the start of Influence Rage roaring back from the bottom of the leaderboards. They were, what, in 15th place at the start of the day? That pushes them up to 8, 49 points here. And they could go all the way to 2nd place if they win this game and get a whole bunch of eliminations. They have the high ground. They got the sight lines. Can they capitalize on it?
It's a possibility. Jing trying to pull a Schweppes here. Same for Nolbu, actually. Also pulling a Schweppes. Hoping to survive. Oh, good one-taps. Jing able to find Reb. Is he going to try and flush it out?
Nice.
Will he get it? Almost does. Yasser a little bit too preoccupied by Nolbu's position. The Molotov is going to spread out, and also bullets chucked his way. No survival whatsoever for them. And that is going to be them taken on out. And actually, wait, Molotov connecting onto Nolbu a little bit there. Got to be careful. He did have the flame animation on. Does take a bit of tick damage, but he will be fine in the shed. Hopefully, Circle 7 favors his position, so he can just maybe secure an easy podium and get those placement points on board. Influence Rage versus Nongshim. Now, this is the fight that could decide who will be securing that chicken dinner if they survive as a full team.
Yeah, you can see Influence Rage doing a beautiful split across that northeastern side here. Just going to be holding it down. E-Arena are going to be the only team inside some buildings, and they're going to be holding that position. Meanwhile, Influence Rage are going to start rotating towards Nongshim Red Force.
They've got to wait for the circle. Yeah, they're trying to see, is this position going to be valuable in phase 7? For now, it would be just a fight that doesn't make sense to take. I say that. We've seen some rotations like that happening early in the game where it doesn't make sense and yet teams still commit to it. But now, really, Influence Rage, if this is a hard Eastern shift and their position is out of zone, I feel like they are going to commit to a full-on straight-up engage onto Nongshim, take the 4v3. But unfortunately, they don't have the hovercraft anymore, which would be a good way to make the cross. But good position here on the ridge. Lord Boy in particular up there with Federal, making sure that Nongshim can't peek aggressively on that ridge line, and he's going to get some extra loot on the road. What did he get? Maybe a P90? Who knows?
P90 would be real nice right now, to be honest.
Would be great.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Next zone does pop, does center up once again.
No one's in
Rage. Oh, yeah, you're right. This is wide out in the open here. The only player in zone is Noble from Blaskia. So easy with the 1v2 nade. Influence Rage looking so dominant. And just like that, Nongshim Red Force take the advantage.
That nade was so easy indeed. He's trying to flush it out. He's got an extra nade. Maybe you should use it to not show yourself to Loranzin and Pedrino. He does overpeak it. Little boy will be snuffed out. of the game. Pedrino will make the cross. I would say if you Influence Rage, or you fully commit to the aggression onto Nongshim Red Force, or you just try and survive, maybe sending yourself in a circle or something to live it out. I would say they're kind of out of option. Even sending it out in the open is just not the right way to play it, as Federal also going to be fully eliminated. That's going to be double-digit eliminations taken away by Nongshim Red Force, finally showing their true potential in this lobby of PMMI for the Macau Invitational. But Nongshim, just relentless. They know their position is not in zone anymore, but they're going to use it to its absolute limit as they get another aggressive angle into Loranzin. Influence Rage were looking so strong, so confident just a few minutes ago, Hot Chooks, but it all falls apart because of So Easy.
Man, they were looking unstoppable. And that nade from So Easy just, boom, turned the scales in the opposite direction. Pedrino hiding behind the tree right now, just trying to find some angles. But Nongshim Red Force playing this so well, taking out E-Arena Mormon. They are stacking some points on the leaderboards here. Tizzy, I think he knows. Got to be a player behind that tree. He has a nade. He's not utilizing it. Okay, so they are not looking towards Pedrino. Kind of a mistake here. Did they forget about him? You forget, Dizzy?
I don't know. He's definitely not forgetting about it. But like, Nordwood just got an elimination onto the side of Arena. This could be huge. Just get the nade. Tizzy nicely secured. Up to 11 eliminations total and a position on the podium. Massive, massive game. But can they convert into a chicken dinner? Schweppes also looking to get a central position, but trying to go straight onto Nordwood. They know it's a solo. If they get rid of him, they will get extra placement points and then one extra elim. Good elimination for Nordwood, though. He picks up one as they get actively third-partied by Nongshim Red Force. They're just taking every spot in the circle for themselves. And that is it. Fully eliminated. It's going to be XCY to get it. And Nordwood surviving, getting the top two. And up to 5 eliminations. D+ versus its other South Korean team. It's a 3v1 scenario. Can Nordwood bring it home?
Let's see. Nobu's trying to do something. Can he bring it home? I think he can bring it straight to the lobby. He's got that nade there locked and loaded. Bye-bye, Nobu. It is Nongshim Red Force to win the game. And they are not going to get that elimination today, but it's the South Korean team that gets the victory. That is how you do it. Wow. I mean, they were playing the south side of that circle, Max, for so long. If you had me guess which team was going to win it, looking at that zone earlier on, I wouldn't have picked them, but they made it happen regardless.
Yeah, I was going to pick E-Arena, but really Nongshim, the way they used that mountain for literally 90% of the game was just amazingly executed. Get rid of Weibo, deny all of this teams trying to make a quick exit outside of Primorsky, especially in the likes of Tiamba. That was a really, really big fight. So Easy with a fantastic grenade onto Influence Rage really just locked this game in their favor. And E-Arena sure tried to make a quick exit into the zone to control the area, but realistically, you got no terrain advantage. All you have is low, flat ground that you can't use in any way, shape, or form, and they get that nice win in the end of the day. By the way, a quick little highlight at the end there. Notable did self-nade himself at the end in that shed to make sure he denies the point away from Nongshim Red Force, so that could be something that haunts them at the later stage of the tournament if they're just 1 point away from a higher position in the rankings.
Yeah, Nobu knew it. He was like, I'm in the shack. I know I can hit them shots, but I don't think I got it like that for this one. Let me at least just deny the point there. But hey, look, MVP is going to be XZY. 4 eliminations. Almost 1,200 damage. Beautifully done here. And right on time. Right on time, too. That should be able to put them in the running easily.
Most definitely. Really excited to see what the rankings are going to look like. Almost 1.2k damage from XEY. I mean, these two players, XEY and also So Easy. The nades from So Easy were amazing, especially the double knock with one single piece of utility on Influence Rage. That's really a good conversion from utility usage into actual limbs. So well done to him, but XEY will be the one in terms of top stats. Now, looking at some of the highlights of this game, this one, this is when you look at Aurora and you're like, kind of trolling a little bit. Even though the fight was good initially, sending it out there in the open for a position that is not even that great at that moment of the game, a bit of a head scratcher. I feel like there were just better options available where they wouldn't even have to fight, and yet maybe they've just said to themselves, you know what, YOLO, let's try and see how it works out.
Tiamba, oh, can you imagine if Tiamba got the better of Nongshim Red Force here? It could have been the opposite direction, but nice shutdown from Nongshim. Now, Influence Rage, yeah, they have the north side here. That nade, though, from So Easy. That's the nade that won in the match.
I would say so. I feel like it just made it way easier for them to get rid of Influence Rage on that ridge line, and then the entire team falls apart. If that ridge line is occupied by Influence Rage, they're actively fighting each other, then E-Arena has so much free real estate to work with to just push up to the ridge, third party it, and maybe secure the win, unless Notable clutches it, which he could have. Who knows? In a different world, maybe Notable was the one taking the win away, but Nongshim Redfall